I can guarantee you that you guys have none of these Power Rangers toys. They're the most rarest ones to ever be found. Find out which ones they are in a minute. Yo, what's up guys? It's Este here. Welcome back to the video. I got a really cool video today because today I'm going to be talking about the top 5 rarest Power Ranger toys of all time. I'm very excited. They range from, just regular rare to super rare that you can't find them in stores. They'll cost hundreds of dollars. It's crazy. It's insane. I can't wait to talk about it with you guys today. Guys, if you haven't seen last week's video, I ate Power Ranger cereal in a kayak. Can you believe it? Here's a clip. Oh my god, I'm in a kayak. I'm in a lake. If you guys haven't seen it, there's an icon on your screen. Don't forget to check out that video. I worked really hard on that video. I got more crazy video ideas coming out in the future. But guys, let's just go back to the regular top 5 because that's what I'm known for. Alright, so E-Squad comment of the day because I love the E-Squad so much. E-Squad, love the support. We're over 25,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. Ring the notification bell. Like the button. Like the like button. 250 likes for more. Let's just get right into it. Top 5 rarest Power Ranger toys of all time. Very rare. Alright, so number 5, this is more just a general category here for the number 5. We got the 6 Ranger morphers. Now, when it comes to the Power Rangers toy line, when it comes to the role play items specifically, the biggest items in that category are the main morpher that the team uses. For example, as we all know, the Beast Morphers, we got their morpher, the Dino Charge morpher, the Ninja Steel morpher. Those are just some examples. But then later on the line, I'd say summer or after summer, probably early fall, is when we get the toys for the new 6th Ranger of the team. So, like I said, we have the Beast Morphers, Gold Ranger, Silver Ranger morpher, which is a Nerf gun, by the way. What else? The Ninja Steel Gold Ranger morpher, and the Gold Ranger from Dino Charge. He has his own morpher as well. And what you may have noticed from going to the stores trying to look for these toys is you can't really find those 6 Ranger morphers. They're really more rare to find as they don't really come shipped a lot. They don't get shipped in big quantities because they're just the 6th Ranger. They're not as important as the main team. And over the years, that has caused these 6 Ranger toys to go up in price. Mr. Winnie Productions has his own video where he covers the 6 Ranger morphers as their own. They're really rare and they can go for really expensive prices. For example, the Titanium Ranger morpher is one of the most expensive morphers out there. You can find that for over $100 because that was really rare. Had a limited release. It wasn't released in the UK, so that's really hard to find. The Jungle Fury morpher is also one. The Rhino one is one he commented on. The Quantum Ranger morpher, the Magnet Defender, he had his own Die Ranger like morpher, which was pretty rare and hard to find. And all these toys can go for pretty expensive prices, expensive quote unquote. If you're a collector, you obviously have money, right? You can buy those toys. But for us regular consumers, they're pretty rare, hard to find, kind of expensive to get. So yeah, 6 Ranger morphers, they exist. Coming up next on a more general category is we have villain figures. Now, over the years, as you guys can tell, when Mighty Morphin first started, villain figures were kind of a thing. They were there, Bandai put them out. And later on, when we got more in-depth into Power Rangers, going more into the seasons at the end of the Saban era, beginning of Disney, or mostly just all of the Disney area, and early Saban, we didn't really get much villain figures. If we got any, we'd have the main villain and the little henchmen guys, the hench people, the ones that would fight the Rangers. You know what I'm talking about. It wasn't until I'd say about Super Mega Force, Dino Charge, and Ninja Steel is when we started getting the villains, in more quantities. We would get Monsters of the Days, would have variation of the henchmen, and the villain would of course have their generals, also get their own action figures. Dino Charge, prime example here. But the thing about the villain figures is, of course, they're rare in chance that if you go to the store, you won't be able to find them because in a box, when the box of figures, they only come with a certain amount of figures. Of course, the main figures in that box would be the Power Rangers figures. 1 or 2 of them would probably be a villain figure, and when they're in stock, someone would come get them and you won't really find them anymore. So the best chance to find a villain figures would be online on Amazon or eBay, but you would have to pay a pretty penny, not a pretty penny, but a little more than what you would actually pay for a Power Rangers figure to get one of these exclusive villain figures. And same thing goes with Beast Morphers right now. There's villain figures out there that are pretty hard to find that you'd have to go online to find. So yeah, villain figures, they're a thing. I don't care about villain figures at all, but if you do, you gotta pay money. That's how it works. It's capitalism. And now is when we start getting to the real rare items. This one's another category, but this is when we start getting to the rare items, the San Diego Comic-Con Power Rangers related items, or just con exclusives in general. We've seen those throughout the years, mostly when Saban picked up the franchise again, is when we started to see exclusive figures come out into the market, with Bandai. For example, the Legacy Dragon Dagger, which only 1,000 of them were made. There was also Legacy Power Morpher, which was 24 karat gold. That only had a few made. When I say a few, it was probably triple digits or up to 1,000. Depends on the toy, really. And there's mainly just variations of toys that you actually see in the market. The Legacy Tommy Morpher, we get that in stores, but in San Diego Comic-Con you would have your gold variant. Same thing with the Dragon Dagger. That was released in stores and Toys R Us, but you had your own gold variant at San Diego Comic-Con. So they're just variants. They had Ranger keys, but they were all just shiny Ranger keys. There's tons more. I can make a whole new video about San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. I can do that next year, actually. I actually own a few of these exclusives myself, so I did videos about them. I have the New York Comic-Con movie Red Ranger Legacy figure. That was cool. I did a video on that iconic screen. And another cool one I did was a Toys R Us San Diego Comic-Con gold Dino Charger. It was like a Megazord Dino Charger because they had their own Dino Charge set, like Mighty Morphin Dino Charge set at New York Comic Con. That was exclusive. That's one of the exclusive ones, the San Diego Comic Con one. Did I say New York Comic Con? I probably did. So yeah, mostly just variants, and if they're actual, new toys, those are the ones that are more rare to find in others because people don't really want to let those go. I think they made a figure art samurai, like a whole super samurai team. I remember that. There's hell of exclusives out there. There's too much to cover in this one video. I gotta move on, guys. I need to. Alright, so number 2, we have something that I've already talked about in a previous video, is the Power Rangers Super Samurai mystery figure. If you have not seen the video, if you haven't seen the video I did about that, there's an icon on the screen if you've missed it, because I did a video about that. And basically, that figure was released at the end of the Super Samurai toy line, but the thing was, it never came to America for some weird reason not specified. We'll never know. It was released in the UK. And the interesting about this figure is it was a Lauren figure, Red Samurai Ranger, but it's a girl. They wanted it. It was a thing. It was gonna be a thing in America, but it wasn't. It's in the UK. I did a whole video about that figure. I just talked about it. Go watch it. I'll put all these links in the description down below. I'm giving you guys content to watch here. Samurai mystery figure number 2, rarest figure ever. I did a video. I called that the rarest toy ever, but it's not, because number 1 is truly the rarest toy. So Samurai, I was lying. I was capping. I should really start writing a script for these videos because I'm just ad-libbing this whole time. Alright, our number 1 Power Rangers rare toy is the 14 karat gold Lost Galaxy Megazord. Now, as we know today, there are about 15 of these in existence out in the wild. If there's more, the people kept those private, or they're waiting for a moment to reveal that to the public. But only 15 of those are released, and there's specific history about this figure, this Megazord in specific. That's pretty interesting. Maybe I'll do a whole video about that. I'm not sure. But basically, it was sold at A.O. Schwartz. If you don't know what A.O. Schwartz is, it's basically a toy store, kind of like Toys R Us, but it's not Toys R Us, it's A.O. Schwartz. People are saying that it went from $300 to $800 in price. It's very kind of whack pricing management here, and these sell for about $2,000, a little bit more, because it's gold and it's Lost Galaxy. All of these came with a certificate of authenticity to show that the buyer that it's proof of their ownership of this set, that they actually have a gold Lost Galaxy Megazord. After the initial F.A. Schwartz launch of this Megazord, a bunch of these were given away as prizes. Now, we don't know what's the difference between a prize Megazord and the actual retail Megazord. Probably not really much at all. But yeah, that is the rarest Power Rangers toy at all. I don't have much information about this because not much is known. There's pictures, there's videos up on the internet showing this Megazord, but it's rare. Only a handful of people have this on them, and if anybody wants to send one to me to make a video about it, hit me up in my business email. You know what's up. So if by any chance you find this Megazord and you can get it on the low, go for it, because it's one of the rarest toys and you'll be owning a piece of Power Rangers toy history. That is it for today's video, guys. I really appreciate all the love and support that you guys have been giving me on the videos. Check back next week, brand new video. I'm keeping going every week, maybe not, don't guarantee me on that. I'm Este the Gamer. Have a great day, and of course, and as always, check out my last week kayak video. I got more crazy videos. Stay awesome, everybody. I need to do a script for real. All right, I'm gone, for real. Bye.